On Friday, a new Netflix original comedy, Space Force, dropped there. All 10 episodes dropped. I sat down, got home from work, sat down, decided to watch one episode, see how I get on. 5 hours later, I had seen the entire season of Space Force. But if you have not seen the entire season yet, do not worry, there's going to be no spoilers whatsoever in this review. So if you haven't seen the whole series yet, don't worry, there's nothing going to be spoiled for you here. So when this TV show was announced, I was beyond excited. Not only was it starring Steve Carell, but it was also created by him, as well as Greg Daniels, who also created The Office, the American version, as well as Park and Recreation, which are two TV shows I absolutely love. So to see that they were going to do a new comedy series starring Steve Carell as well, with the same kind of writing staff, I was really, really excited. I even seen one of these episodes was written by Paul Lieberstein, who of course played Toby as well, wrote loads of episodes on The Office. So it kind of felt like a bit of a kind of another kind of Office TV series as well. I actually kind of felt like, because Netflix is losing The Office now in, I think it's the end of this year, I kind of thought, okay, maybe this is their replacement for The Office, just because it felt a bit like The Office, because there's actually a few other actors throughout this. Like, there's a woman at the end of season 9 who Andy meets when he's at the a cappella singing competition. The woman who's really annoying, she's actually in it. It took me ages to realize. I was watching the entire series, I'm like, who is that woman? She looks so familiar. And I googled her, no idea. Then I seen it on Facebook, a comparison photo between her in The Office compared to here, how she is now. I'm like, holy shit, that is the girl from The Office, which kind of, I really did not see that coming. So the fact that it did feel very much like The Office, well, going into it, I thought it was going to feel like The Office. Kind of at the end of the series, I was kind of disappointed by the TV series, even though I enjoyed it. It just never really lived up to the expectations I have. Now, personally, that is my own fault. I kind of put this really high up in expectations, expecting a lot more from it, and I just kind of felt a little bit let down because I really didn't get anywhere near what I was actually expecting to get from this TV series. And probably one of the main reasons why I was let down and disappointed by this TV series was the fact that I didn't really find it that funny. Of course, there was moments throughout the season where I did laugh, but there was never any moments where I laughed out loud, or I kind of like in The Office or even Parks and Recreation, I laugh out loud. There's moments I actually remember from the TV series, joke wise, but even though I only watched this Friday, there's no joke that actually really stood out to me. Of course, I did laugh, but there's just nothing that really stood out to me. But then some of the really good benefits and kind of positives of this TV series is not only the cast, but it's also the characters that the cast play. You do have, of course, you've got Steve Carell, who you just know you're going to enjoy, and he played a bit. It felt like a bit like Michael Scarn from The Office. It kind of felt a bit like that character as well. You got his daughter, who I recognise her so much. Then when I Google her, I'm actually forgetting what she's in now, but I recognise her from something, and then she came up. We got Ben Schwartz, I think his name is. He's also John Ralphio within Parks and Recreation. He was annoying in this, but he was nowhere near as annoying as he is in Parks and Recreation, which was kind of disappointing. I love his character in Parks and Rec. I was kind of hoping he was going to be somewhat similar to what he is in that, but he was nowhere near. You also have a lot of cameos throughout it. I'm not going to spoil them here, but there's a few cameos throughout this entire series that I was like, oh yeah, there they are, and it's just they really stand out, and it is really funny. Also, one of the major marketing ploys for this, well, not really, it's just kind of showing off they had a cast member. They have Lisa Kudrow, who of course plays Phoebe from Friends. She's not in this TV series. Probably like of all, I think it's 10 episodes. She has probably at max, now this is pushing it as well, she probably only has about 15 minutes screen time throughout the entire series, and that's kind of explained why she's not really in it a lot. I'm not going to give into spoilers because it was a surprise for me, but she is just barely in this TV series. Without getting into spoilers, the way season 1 ends really keeps me excited to see what happens in season 2, and I kind of hope when season 2 comes around, I'm imagining, kind of hoping as well, that my opinion on this TV series, in kind of thinking about The Office, I kind of put The Office to the side and just think about Space Force, because that's what I kind of should have done with this, but it's kind of hard not to kind of put your Office love on top of this. Just seeing Greg Daniels, just seeing Steve Carell, of course you're going to think of The Office as you're watching this, which kind of is, as I said, that's what kind of ruined this TV series for me. But hopefully with season 2, I'm able to put my feelings aside about The Office and really enjoy it, because besides just not living up to my expectations, I still enjoyed this TV series. I enjoyed the story that was being told. As I said, I enjoyed the characters. And as I go back to the story though, the story itself, it's nothing groundbreaking, it's nothing new, but it's just told in a really fun and unique way. And you can tell this TV series has money. There's so many scenes that they would never have been able to do on The Office because it just looks so good. That's what Netflix does. It pumps money into stuff and it usually works for them. And this TV series, I imagine, is going to work for them. And I'd be absolutely shocked if they did not get a season 2 and probably kind of continue on for as many seasons as Steve Carell is open to doing, which I imagine, I'm kind of hoping it'll be a good bit because I enjoy seeing Steve Carell in comedy roles. Lately, he hasn't really been doing a lot of comedy, and I kind of want him to just go back and do a good bit more comedy because he is a really funny guy, and every time he usually does something, he does make me laugh, and that's what mostly happened. Most of his scenarios within this TV series were the parts that made me laugh. Okay, and as well, this is going to be my last comparison to The Office. But if you want to compare The Office to this, I think this season 1 is a lot better than The Office season 1. The Office season 1, bit of not really as good. But this season, it knows what it wants to be. And I actually really like what they're able to do here. So that's my good comparison to The Office. Even though I kind of give a few negatives throughout this review, it is far better than the first season of The Office. And one last thing I kind of really want to touch on. Fred Willard died a couple of weeks ago, and they actually get to see him in this. He's not really in this an awful lot, and what he is in this, he's absolutely hilarious. All his scenes in this actually TV series made me laugh, which is kind of good. So to see him again one final time, it was actually really nice to see Fred Willard again, which kind of, it was nice to actually see him again. I'm usually familiar with him from more TV series like Modern Family, so to see him actually finish off his career in another TV series, I kind of like that. So Space Force, it's an easy, fun watch. As I said, I sat down when I got home from work. 5 hours later, I had finished the entire TV series, which is something I never really do. So the fact that I was able to do that all in one sitting is just completely baffling to me that I was able to do that. But that just shows how easy of it to watch this TV series is, and I would highly recommend you watching it. If you haven't seen it though, honestly, just give it a watch. It's so easy, it's a lot of fun, and I don't know if I'll ever rewatch it, but I'm really excited to see what happens in season 2. So if you're looking for a good TV series, of course, watch Space Force. But if you've already seen Space Force, let me know your thoughts on the TV series in the comments down below. And click that subscribe button so you can come back when I do more TV series reviews. My next one will be Defending Jacob, which will either be Tuesday or Wednesday. I'm not really sure. I just kind of form my thoughts on that TV series. Then I'll be doing a review of the first season, which I think is going to be the only season. So if you want to see a review of Defending Jacob, make sure to click that subscribe button so you can come back whenever I do that review. But as always, thanks for watching.